Right? Nursery. Good morning, children. Now I explain English Unit 1, Reading C. A Little Bobby. A Little Bobby. It is also a funny story, funny poem. This poem is written by Richa Rao. Richa Rao. Nothing is given about the poet, but some glossary is given. Troublemaker, a person who often causes trouble. Deserved, verb. Qualified to having something. Reflect, here it is verb. Reflection, noun. Think, reflect means to think. Stumped, it is verb. Stumped. Not stumped, not D sound. ED should be pronounced as a T sound. Stumped. Walked in a noisy way, in an upset mood. That's the meaning of stumped. Little Bobby. Little Bobby came into the kitchen where his mother was making dinner. In this poem, two characters are there. Number one, mother, and the main character, little Bobby. Little Bobby came into the kitchen where his mother was making dinner. When his mother was making dinner, this little boy entered the kitchen. Entered into wrong. The usage of entered into wrong. If it is a room or a building or a house, we should not use entered into. The teacher entered the classroom. Entered. Not entered into the classroom. Into can be used on some occasions. India and Pakistan entered into an agreement. Here we can use into. India and Pakistan entered into an agreement. Into we can use here. But here, entered into the kitchen wrong. Entered the kitchen. Entered the classroom. Like that. So, his birthday was coming up and he thought this was a good time to tell his mother what he wanted. For coming into the kitchen, there is one purpose. Little Bobby's birthday was coming up. That's why he wanted to tell what gift he wants or what gift he wanted. What kind of present he wanted from his mother. To talk about that, he entered the kitchen. Mom, I want a bike for my birthday. He told her directly. Mommy, my birthday is coming and I should get one excellent birthday gift from you. That is a motorbike. Little Bobby was a bit of a troublemaker. Troublemaker means a naughty boy. He makes noise always in the house or in the classroom also. He had gotten into trouble at school and at home. Every day he makes noise. Not only at home, but at the classroom. Bobby's mother asked him if he thought he deserved to get a bike for his birthday. His mommy asked a question, an important question. Look, my dear, you expressed your desire to get a bike for your birthday as a birthday gift. But before that, you must think yourself whether you are deserving it or not. Are you a suitable boy to get such kind of motorbike for your birthday? Do you deserve it? Are you a suitable person? Are you perfect? Like that she questions. And to get a bike for birthday. Little Bobby of course thought he did. He thought for some time and said, yes mommy, I am the most deserved person to get a bite. Why do you doubt? Like that he asks. Bobby's mother wanted Bobby to reflect on his behavior over the last year and said, go to your room, Bobby, and think about how you have behaved this year. Then write a letter to God and tell him why you deserve a bite for your birthday. His mommy put him in a kind of critical situation. Immediately she did not say, yes, I will certainly give you a motorbike. She did not tell like that. She put this boy in a confusing situation by telling something to do. What did she say? Okay, my dear son, go to your bedroom and think about your behavior in the over the last year, entire last year. How did you behave at home and at school? Think about yourself. Think about your behavior yourself. Go to your room and take some time. And afterwards, you can write a letter to God. Why you deserve a bike for your birthday? So you can express your opinion in that letter. Oh God, I behaved very nicely last year, not only at school but at home. So I am deserving to get a bike for my birthday. Like that, you can write a letter to God after thinking about your behavior last year. Like that, mother told him. Little Bobby stumped up the steps into his room. On hearing this condition, he became very angry and started to beat like this. Stumped up means to beat like this. He became very angry at this question, at this test, and he started to stump like this. He simply went away from the room by taking his pet dog Jessie. Jessie, one of the characters in this poem, Jessie, his pet dog. Bobby thought for some time and sat down to write a letter to God. Jessie sat beside him and started watching what Bobby was doing. Okay, in an angry mood, by stumping, by beating like this on the floor, he took his pet dog and went to his room. After thinking for some time, he started writing something to the God. When Bobby was writing something, Jessie, his pet dog, sat beside him and watching what Bobby was doing. So, letter 1, the first letter. Dear God, I have been a very good boy this year and I would like a bike for my birthday. I want a red one, your friend Bobby. Oh God, my behavior was excellent last year. That's why I deserve a motorbike for my birthday. That too, red color bike. Like that, he wrote his first letter. Complimentary close is yours friend Bobby. Yours friend. This is the first letter. Requesting God or telling God about his behavior. Bobby knew that this was not true. He wrote this letter, but he knows clearly that this was not true because he was not sincere last year. He made noise not only at home but at school. He knew that, but he wrote something opposite in that letter. He had not been very good boy this year, so he tore up the letter and started again to write another letter. After writing this letter, He thought for a while about his behavior. Actually, I am not sincere last year. Why should I write like this? Quite opposite. No, this is not correct. Thinking like that, he tore up the letter. He made the letter into small pieces. Then started letter 2. Dear God, this is your friend Bobby. I have been a good boy this year and I would like a red bike for my birthday. Thank you. Same thing. In the second letter also, he mentioned the same thing. This year, I have been a good boy, God, so I would like to get a red motorbike for my birthday. Thank you, your friend Bob. Second letter, he wrote like this. Bobby knew that this was not true either, so he tore up the letter and started again. After writing the second letter also, he thought for a while and he again decided, no, this is not correct. I was not sincere last year. That's why this is wrong. Thinking like that, he tore up the second letter into small pieces. Afterwards, he started third letter. Dear God, I have been an okay boy this year. I still would really like a bike for my birthday, Bobby. Same thing he wrote again. I have been an okay boy this year. Okay boy is nice boy. I did not make any noise. That's why I would like to get a motorbike for my birthday, Bobby. This is a third letter. Bobby knew he could not send this letter to God either. So Bobby wrote the fourth letter. He is not satisfying himself. He did not satisfy himself with that. What is written in that letter? Actually, he knew that he was not sincere last year, but he is writing lie in that letter. But after writing this letter, he thought some other thing. Even though it is correct, how can I send this letter to God? That's the question. So Bobby wrote the fourth letter. He knew that it is also not true. So, how can I send this letter to God? It is a lie. Again he started to write fourth letter. Oh God, I know I have not been a good boy this year. I am very sorry. I will be a good boy if you just send me a bike for my birthday. Please, thank you, Bob. So in the fourth letter, finally, he agreed. He thought that my behavior is bad last year. So he wanted to write truth, to tell truth to God. That's why he wrote, I know I have not been a good boy this year. Oh God, I am not a good boy last year. I am very sorry for that. I will be a good boy if you just send me a red motorbike for my birthday. He put one condition by requesting God to send that red motorbike. If you send me a red motorbike for my birthday, I tried my level best to change my behavior. So please send a motorbike for my birthday. Like that, he concluded the fourth letter. Bobby knew even if it was true, this letter was not going to get him a bike. He knows one more thing. Oh, even though this letter is true, even though I wrote truth in this letter is not going to get him a bike, because he cannot send that letter to God. God may not get this letter. He may not read this letter. So God may not send a motorbike. This is impossible. He thought like that. Now, Bobby was very upset. After thinking all these facts, that he cannot send letter to God, God may not send a motorbike to him, thinking that it is impossible, he was very upset. What can I do? I want a motorbike, but Mummy put a condition. Write a letter to God informing about his behavior last year. But how is it possible? He went downstairs and told his mom that he wanted to go to church. So after completion of these 4 letters, he was not satisfied himself, and there is no hope for him to get a bike from God. That's why he came down the stairs and he told his mother, Mummy, I am going to church. Bobby's mother thought that her plan had worked, as Bobby looked very sad. Looking at the facial expressions of her son, Mother thought that her test was correct. Mom wanted to go to church. Okay, work. So, his mummy thought that her plan worked. Bobby looked very sad because it is not possible to send a letter. It is not possible to get an answer from God. Mother understood the condition of her son. Just be home in time for dinner, Bobby's mother told him. When he asked him, or when he told that he was going to church, mother told, okay, be in time for dinner. Don't be late. Come in time, Bobby's mother told him. Bobby walked down the street to the church on the corner. Little Bobby went into the church and up to the altar. Altar means the statue of God. So, after taking permission, informing his mother, he went to the nearby church by walking down the street to the church on the corner. Little Bobby went into the church and up to the altar. So, after entering the church, he came near the statue of God. He looked around to see if anyone was there. After approaching the statue of God, he looked around in the church if there are anybody watching. Bobby bent down and picked up a small statue of Mary, the Mother of God. Bobby bent down, bent, tenses. Bobby bent down to sit on these bent knees and picked up a small statue of Mary, Mother of Jesus. He looked around, nobody is there. So he simply bent down, took up this small statue, picked up this small statue of Mary. He slipped the statue on his shirt and ran out of the church, down the street, into the house and up to his room. Silently, he kept the small statue on his shirt and ran out of the church, down the street and entered his room. So, he brought the statue of Mary by keeping inside his shirt and secretly came to his bedroom. He shut the door of his room and sat down with a piece of paper and pen. So, after entering his bedroom, he kept the statue of Mary on the bed and he took a paper and a small piece of paper and pen and started writing something. Bobby began to write his letter to God. Now he started one more letter, fifth letter. Oh God, I have kidnapped your mom. If you want to see her again, send the boy. He wrote, funny thing he wrote. Oh God, I have kidnapped your mother Mary. If you want to see your mother again, send the boy immediately to me. Otherwise, you cannot get your mother back. You cannot see your mother. It is a really funny thing. Nobody can do like this, can write like this. Adults, elder persons. This is a childish thing. Kidnapping mother of Jesus, writing a letter to Jesus by putting this condition. It is a funny thing. So with this small poem is completed. After understanding this poem, you can answer these questions in your own words. Answer the following questions. Which is the most humorous action? Give the reasons in support of your answer. You are writing this answer. Which is the most humorous action? Kidnapping mother of Jesus or kidnapping Mary and brought that statue to his room is the most humorous action. Not humorous. Okay. Now writing a letter to God, demanding motorbike to get back his mother is a funny thing. He wrote a letter. Oh God, I have kidnapped your mother. If you want to see your mother again, you can send me a motorbike. This is really funniest thing, most humorous thing. If you wanted a bike, what would you write to God? It is your question. This is called inference question. Imagine the question. If you wanted a bike, what would you write to God? Different students made a different answers. No question of standard answer. Would you like the behavior of little Bobby? Why or why not? Give reasons. For this question also, students can write their own choice of answers. Different students may write different answers. Some may like the behavior of little Bobby, some may not like the behavior of little Bobby. And you can mention, if you like the behavior of Bobby, you have to mention one or two reasons. If you don't like the behavior of Bobby, you have to write one or two reasons in your own words, according to your own assessment. Do you think Bobby deserved a bike? It is also depends upon the thinking of every student. Some students may think that he deserved a bike. Some students may not agree, may not accept that he deserved a bike. That is also, for that also no question of standard answer. Suggest a different ending to the story. This also may get different answers from different students. So there is no standard answers for these questions. Next one. Here also, about choreography is given. Presentation of the choreography on the stage. The chorus team sings the poem. The characters perform their actions. The action of the duck and the kangaroo, expressing boredom, wish, discomfort, joy, etc. The actions related to miming, facial expressions, and gestures. The actions related to hopping, sitting, walking, jumping, etc. Already I explained this about choreography. Next one, with this first unit is completed. Some grammar points. I explained how to change yes or no question from direct to indirect yesterday. Now I explain how to change an imperative sentence from direct into indirect. First of all, what is an imperative sentence? A sentence that begins with V1, that means the present tense, and there is a full stop at the end, is called an imperative sentence. In an imperative sentence, there is no question of any subject, but the imaginary subject is always you. Whenever you need that subject you can take it. That's the definition of imperative sentence. Come here, come, V1 form. Here, adverb. Sit there, sit verb, V1 form. There, adverb. Post this letter, post verb. This letter, object. Don't make noise. Make present tense. Don't means negative. Noise, noun. This is the negative imperative. For changing imperatives from direct into indirect, you have to select different B forms also, different reporting verbs based on the context of the sentence. Question. For example, sometimes requested you can take as reporting work, advised you can take, suggested, ordered, questioned, prayed, commanded, begged, like this, warned, different reporting verbs you have to select based on the context of the question. First, one example I give you. The manager said to him, "Please sit here." Please sit here. After reading sentence, you have to find out what kind of sentence is this. This began with is the request form, sit present tense, afterwards adverb. So this is an imperative sentence. For changing an imperative sentence, you have to follow the rules. Said to becomes here based on the question. You have to select different reporting verb. Please is there. To remove that please, you have to use the word requested as a reporting verb. The manager requested him, remove this please, simply keep before this giver. It is requested to sit, here becomes there, to sit there, to stop. Simply you have to keep to before given form. Instead of sent to, you have to select a suitable reporting verb requested. The manager requested him to sit there. Next, the teacher said to the students, "Don't make noise in the class." Don't make noise in the class. Full stop, quotations closed. What is the meaning of the sentence? Don't make noise in the class. It may be warning or it may be order. So, chapter 2 becomes the teacher ordered. The teacher ordered or the teacher asked the boys. You can select like that. The teacher ordered the students. Here don't make noise is there. When it is past imperative, simply we kept it to before given form. But here before to we simply keep not. That is negative imperative. Order the students not to make noise. Not plus to plus given. Not to make noise in the class. It's a negative imperative. Not don't means not to. If there is no negative meaning word, these are simply to plus v1. This is how to change positive imperative or negative imperative from direct into indirect speech. So, after reading sentence, As I explained you previously, you have to find out what kind of sentence is this. You have to find out what kind of sentence is this. That's very, very important. Afterwards, to select a suitable reporting verb in indirect speech, you have to understand the context of the sentence. Based on the context of the sentence, you have to select a suitable reporting verb. Here, please is there. To remove, please, we use requested. Here, don't make noise. Context is a kind of order or a warning. So, the teacher ordered the students not to, here don't is there. So, it should be not plus 2 plus v1, not to make noise in the class. This is changing of imperative sentences.
Yes.